This you're seeing here is a fully autonomous free-roaming Olaf Animatronic.
It was just revealed and it's absolutely insane, and we are going to talk about it in detail.
We're Luz and Sauco, and because we're so excited about this announcement, today we're gonna look back at the evolution of Olaf's official animatronics.
This video was suggested by Lucas Gallini Pacheco. Thank you so much for your suggestion. Leave your ideas below and don't forget to subscribe. It helps us a lot. Let's get started. 2013 Frozen Meet and Greet Disneyland. Do you like waiting in line at Disneyland? Only a crazy person will say yes. But what if I told you while you wait, you can watch a super smooth Olaf animatronic? Will you change your mind?
2 hours? At that point, they might as well add me to the Haunted Mansion as ghost number 1000. I'd freeze before meeting anyone.
Yeah, I agree with you, Walt. That's crazy. First time we saw Olaf as an animatronic was in November of 2013. When Frozen came out, Disneyland opened a meet and greet with Anna and Elsa in Fantasyland. People loved it so much that the line to meet the Queen and the Princess was 120 minutes long. So Disney added a very smooth Olaf animatronic that told a few jokes to keep the guests entertained while they waited. I'm a huge Frozen fan. It's my favorite modern Disney movie. But not even for an Olaf animatronic will I wait in that line. And now let me ask you something. What's the longest you ever waited in line for a meet and greet?
2013, Disney Magic on Parade at Disneyland Paris. The next time we saw Olaf as an animatronic was in a parade, and it happened at Disneyland Paris during the Disney Magic on Parade. The parade debuted on 2012, but in the Christmas season of 2013, thanks to the huge success of Frozen, Disneyland Paris decided they needed a Frozen float. I don't know if you remember, but in the mid-2010s, Disney went through a full Frozenification. This new float replaced the classic Princess float, and it showed Anna and Elsa standing on a mountain with their famous ice castle. And right below them, there was a small and very simple animated Olaf prop. Even though this Olaf was super simple, the movement was actually very hypnotic and looked very smooth. And like we always say, these little details really elevate the float. Instead of just using a static Olaf, Disney went all in with a prop that was simple but very effective. And now we're moving on to another parade, but this time in Orlando.
2014 Fantasy on Parade. In 2014, a parade debuted that became famous all over the world. Not really because of its floats, but because of one small incident.
We're talking about Festival of Fantasy.
If you want a successful parade in those years, you had to include Frozen. The next version of Olaf appeared on the Princess Float. Well, the float of princesses and queens. Because remember, Anna is already a queen. Here, Disney used their classic recycling trick and gave us an animated prop that is almost identical to the one from Disneyland Paris. The space where Olaf is placed is very small and it rotates, so the prop doesn't need to move a lot to look good.
2015. New Frozen Ultimate Olaf. This entry might be a little weird because it's a toy, but it's a very cool animatronic toy. Back in 2015, Just Play brought to life what they call the Frozen Ultimate Olaf. And honestly, the name is very accurate, because this Olaf is amazing. His movements are incredibly smooth. Just look at the way he moves his eyelids. He comes with a remote control you can use to give him commands. And if you move the remote closer, he wakes up. And the best part, he can walk. He even has a mode where with just one button, Olaf will follow you. Olaf moves his head, arms, neck, and mouth. And he has over 50 phrases. He even sings the full In Summer song. It really is an awesome little animatronic. Sadly, it's no longer in stores, but you can still find it on eBay. If you want to buy it, we'll leave a link to the eBay listing in the description. Now let's look at the next evolution of Olaf from 2016.
2016 Frozen Ever After. Now we're getting to the animatronics that should be the most advanced on the list. But I'll be lying because our number one is going to leave you speechless. In 2016, Frozen Ever After opened at Epcot, replacing the legendary Maelstrom. This ride caused a lot of drama, but it also brought some incredible animatronics, even though it uses those weird projected faces that Disney already said that they are going to change. In this ride, we can see Olaf many times. The first time, he welcomes us and we can see him walking. The quality of this animatronic is amazing. He's from the A+ line, and here we can see him singing and moving all over the scene. Later, we see him skating. This Olaf is a bit simpler, but his facial expressions are top-notch. And finally, we see him at the end of the ride, singing In Summer with Anna and Elsa in a super cute and dynamic scene. A lot of people still complain about Maelstrom being gone, but this ride is honestly very beautiful and full of amazing animatronics. Now, let's jump to 2019.
2019. Disney Frozen 2 Follow Me Friend Olaf. After the release of Frozen 2, Just Play released a new version of their Olaf Animatronic. This one is very similar to the Ultimate Olaf, but with a few big differences. First of all, it's less advanced in terms of movement. He only moves his mouth and eyes in a very smooth way, but not as amazing as the Ultimate version. The other huge difference is that this Olaf doesn't come with a remote control. Instead, he comes with a wand that has a glowing snowflake, and Olaf follows the light wherever you point it. It's actually a pretty interesting feature. But in our honest opinion, this new version is kind of a downgrade. What do you think?
Magic Happens. In 2020, a new parade called Magic Happens debuted at Disneyland. And of course, it had to include a frozen float. Here, Disney brought the most advanced animatronic version of Olaf ever seen on a parade float. We see Elsa and Anna on a float made completely of ice. And next to Anna, in a small ice boat, there's an animatronic Olaf. Unlike some of these other versions, this Olaf is not dancing, but he does move his head and eyes. Because of that, he feels much more like a true animatronic and less like a simple animated prop. This parade is still running at Disneyland, and now we are going all the way to Japan, to the best Frozen ride ever.
2024. Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. In 2024, at Tokyo DisneySea, the new Fantasy Springs expansion opened, full of new lands and rides with incredible animatronics, like the ones in the new Tangle ride, which I love. But the ride that completely blew everyone's mind was Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. Just look at this scene. This ride uses animatronics from the A1000 line, the most advanced one so far. But in the case of Olaf, he is still from the A100 Plus line. The first time we see him in this ride is when he reunites with Anna and Kristoff. The programming and animation are perfect. He walks, talks, and expresses himself in an amazing way. Later, we see him near the end of the ride, celebrating Anna and Elsa's reunion. Then we can see him skating, just like in Frozen Ever After. And finally, there's another super dynamic version of the animatronic that says goodbye to us at the end of the ride. He's super cute. But before we move on to the best and most impressive Olaf animatronic, we need to make a quick stop at another one that you can actually have at home.
Home Depot Olaf Animatronic. This is the Olaf Animatronic that Home Depot released in their 2025 animatronic line. Lately, Home Depot has been killing it with the quality of their animatronics, and also with the variety of the license they use. So we want to ask you, would you like to see a full video about the best Home Depot animatronics? This Olaf is 4 feet tall and moves with servo motors. He moves his mouth, open and close his eyes, and his eyes also light up. He moves his arms a little too. He costs $199 and he's available right now. In fact, he's tagged as a product here. And if you order him through this link, we get a small commission. And now, the moment we all been waiting for.
November 2025. Free roaming Olaf animatronic. This is, without a doubt, the most amazing thing we've seen in the last few years. Disney actually did it. They created the first free roaming animatronic of a character. It's literally like seeing Olaf in real life. To make this possible, Disney teamed up with ETH, one of the best universities in robotics and AI. There, they have teams that mix artists, animators, and robotics engineers. Their mission is to create the next generation of character robots. That means robots that can walk on their own, move in very expressive ways, and most important of all, interact with guests. And the first one is Olaf. As we saw his evolution, Olaf has had many versions, but this time they reached the most accurate one so far. This new robot does everything Olaf does. He can take off his arms, sing, walk, and even lose his nose. And you might be thinking, okay, but this is just a concept. They're not really gonna use it in the parks. And we know that has happened before. But this time, you're wrong. Olaf is 100% real, and he's going to appear as a free roaming character in the Frozen Land, both in Disneyland Paris and at Hong Kong Disneyland. Disney keeps working and evolving how they create animatronics for entertainment. Did this character surprise you? Because we are losing our minds. But sadly, we reached this video's end. Now, if you made it all the way here, please tell us what video you want to see next for a chance to get a shout out and become a new featured member, just like Lucas Gallani Pacheco. Now, Walt is gonna read this week's featured comments. See you next week!
Just want to say, I love when you two narrate. The accents only give the videos more character. It's nice seeing your faces and hearing your voices. Really makes the videos feel extra special. I love all of your videos and all of your different sites. I've been watching for years. Thank you for the dedication in the videos and for all the research you put into future ones. Never put in an AI voice. Both of your accents make the commentary so much more pleasant to watch and hear.